First of all, we are going to talk about La Albufera of Valencia, which is a kind of lake that is located about 10 kilometers south of the city of Valencia. The natural park includes the system formed by the Albufera, its humid environment, and the coastal court adjacent to both. It has an extension of 24 square kilometers and is surrounded by 200 square kilometers of rice paddies. Low water levels and, in addition of low quality, disappearance of biodiversity, spills, dirt, unnecessary noise, buildings in the environment, these are some of the symptoms that have led the director of the natural park, Paloma Metache, to consider Albufera de Valencia as a patient who is in the UBI. And the experts agree, the medicine that can regenerate it is water. If enough, clean and pure, were to come, many of the problems that currently plague the community's first natural park would disappear. The sediments would be removed and the shit would be oxygenated. Perhaps it would not recover the splendor that led Jaume I to maintain this place as heritage of the crown after the conquest of the Kingdom of Valencia, but it will not have the sad appearance that it presents today. And here are some interesting facts about the Albufera. About 200,000 people visit it every year. The origin of the Albufera Lake goes back to the beginning of the Pleistocene, where little by little an old bay was closed as a consequence of the sinking of the Valencian plain. The Albufera Lake is the largest lake in Spain, and it is the last refuge of endangered species such as Samaruc or Fartet.
From its origin to approximately the city of Teruel, it is called the Guadalaviar River. It crosses the provinces of Teruel, Cuenca, and Valencia. The Turia River has its mouth in the Mediterranean Sea, near the city of Valencia. The Turia River is very important as it provides the water for crops, rice, oranges, and olives grown in the region. The Turia River is at the center of the development history of the Valencia region. In addition to its use in agriculture, the river was diverted in the 1960s to prevent it from flooding the city of Valencia. The old field has been converted into a natural park with an excellent network of bicycle routes. According to the history of the Turia River in Valencia, it is famous for its floods. To prevent this from happening in the future, a diversion project was designed, completed in 1969, and the river was divided into two on the western limits of the city. During the floods, most of the water is diverted to the south along a new course that borders the city, until it meets the Mediterranean. In Vilel, it collects the water of the Camarena River, and already in the Rincón de Ademuz. It has as tributaries the Rio Deva River, the Hebron River, and the Boilgues River. He leaves Rincón de Ademuz to enter Santa Cruz de Moya, where he meets the saline water of the Arcos River. Shortly after passing through Las Rinconadas, its channel runs under the majestic bridge built in the middle of the 20th century, after which it enters the province of Valencia again. The residents who reside in front of Jardín del Turia are fed up with so much noise and dirt, where up to 19 fairs and festive events are held at the end of the year, all authorized. They are massive appointments in which the public stays behind the closing of the bowls and alters the rest of the residents. The noise at the last fair exceeded by 20 decibels, those allowed by law, the non-those affected. This operation, which was defined by the Valencian Councillor for Urban Planning, Juan Antonio Lloret, as a step prior to the start of the execution works of the Jardín del Turia, marks the beginning of the urbanization process of the river belt, whose preliminary project has been designed by the team led by the Catalan architect Ricard Bofill, and whose final project, based on it, was drafted by the Municipal Technical Services. The works will begin in the awarding competition is held within the planned period in early 1986, 8 kilometers of park.
I'm going to talk about how climate change affects our coast. In the city in which we live, there are very famous beaches. Valencia is a coastal city. Valencia is full of towns where there is a beach, both small towns and large towns. Since many years ago, large companies have been building hotels and houses very close to the beach, which makes them filled with people and lose their natural image. Many of the people who go to the beach do not care about the environment and do not take care of our beaches, making everything very dirty and polluted. Now I am going to give an example of a Valencian silver municipality. This town in summer gets to multiply by 5 the number of the population. This is because of the large number of buildings near the beach. The overexploitation of the beaches and their lands makes everything wear out faster. People do not care about the hygiene of the beaches. They dirty them with finished cigarettes, empty plastic bottles, cans, plastic bags, etc. There are groups of people who care about the environment and are dedicated to cleaning the things that others dirty, collect the plastic from the sand and the sea, etc. Because of this contamination, many animals die because they have eaten some plastic and they drown. To stop climate change, the entire population has to cooperate. Some of the ideas to stop polluting the beaches are not eating, not throwing plastic or bottles, controlling the number of people there, prohibiting smoking on the beach.